We got YouTubers pulling out guns. We got Donald Trump winning another preliminary. We got Alec Baldwin coming back to the courtroom, man. You might have to do some time. But hey, man, it's all going down today. So what I need you to do is hit that subscribe button. Matter of fact, while you at it, hit that like button. Matter of fact, while you at it, hit that notification button, because you know you want to stay up to date with the current events. But it's your boy, bringing the mess, bringing the funk, Jesse J, Philip Supreme 305 with my co-host
Chico Grande, aka Chico 2 times, aka Shooter McGavin, baby. As the streets like to call me. What are you saying, Coase?
What the streets don't call you nothing.
The streets do call me Shooter.
Snitcher McGee.
When I pop up on the scene, like, Shooter.
It's a lie.
What's up, Shooter? What's up, everybody? Welcome to the show. If you don't know, it's episode 140 episodes in. Thank you for getting us for over 1K subs, man. Get those watch hours up. Send this to your friends. Send this to your family. Remember to like and comment. Let us know what topics you like, what topics you hated. And if we do a topic, let us know what to do. But let's go ahead and bring that music down so we can start the show.
I've been waiting for this week. You know, I've been wondering, like, what's gonna happen? Like, every time we finish the show, I'm like, what crazy thing is gonna happen this week?
This was actually kind of a slow week.
You think so?
Yeah, I mean, I thought there was going to be more news than this, but it was all right. Let us know if you like our new camera. We have it on autofocus mode, so hopefully it's a little better. Let us know in the comments below. We should be 1080p, 60 frames per second with autofocus, so hopefully we're looking better and better. We are working with a new camera. Yeah, either one. But if you're new to the show, we do a weekly podcast. We talk about current events, celebrity news, sports. We have a we even have our own sports shows. We got NFL weekly picks with our boy Real Good _Doty. We got TFTC hoops. We need to do another episodes of those because it's coming up to the midway point of the NBA season, and then the All-Star break is coming up for the NBA. But forget that. Let's talk about what's going on here and now. What do we got as the first topic of the day, Coase?
Man, like I said before, I'm waiting for you to turn the page.
Oh, I was like, what are you saying before?
Like I said before in the intro, man.
Tragic Baldwin, your
Alec
favorite.
Baldwin, man. We need to come back to the courtroom, man. It looks like here, old charges from 2021 is being brought back up. So if you don't remember, Alec Baldwin is a producer, and he also is a movie actor. He's filming
super uber famous.
Basically,
his whole family's famous. His brothers is famous.
What's his brother does?
They're all actors.
Really?
You don't know about the Baldwins?
I thought it was just him. That's probably
No.
why I hear his name so many times.
There's a lot of Baldwins.
What's another movie besides his Rust movie that he was finna do?
He's done too many to count, but I'm not like a super fan of his where I know
You
his
name one?
old movieography. He was, man, I'm bad with remembering movie titles unless it's like one of my favorite movies. He was in this one movie where he was like of course he's super old now, but where he plays like he's divorced and then he gets back with his old wife, but his old wife has a new fling. So it's kind of like a three-way love triangle. And then the kids get hyped because they think their parents are getting back together. And they're like, no, it's just a fling. And then like her new dude finds out about it. It's a crazy movie. It's hilarious. It's with, what's the Cheaper by the Dozen guy?
Okay, I know what you're talking about.
I forget
the dad.
Yeah, he's like the other guy in the movie. But it has a bunch of really famous people in the movie. Put in the comments below if you remember what I'm talking about. But I can't remember. It's an old person movie.
But back to the movie at hand. Like I said before, man, 2021 is when the incident happened. Elena Hutchinson was the victim. If you don't remember, here is when the police station told my dog Alec that she ain't make it.
Oh, for real? You're gonna have him play the footage?
I do have some very unfortunate news to tell you.
What?
She didn't make it.
No.
Yeah. I didn't want you to hear it outside of here. Is there something we could do for you?
It's just sad.
Oh man, this is such a mess.
I know. I mean, if you didn't know, I mean, so his charges got dropped in 2000 April 2023, but it was under a stipulation. The stipulation was that we're gonna drop the charges as long as when we send this gun down to forensics, that it comes out that what you're saying is true. And Alec Baldwin was basically saying that the gun, he didn't pull the trigger on the gun. The gun went off on his own. The trigger was faulty. It was a really old gun. But
I'm gonna bring us back on screen.
But yeah, it looks like here it turns out basically in with July 18th they made the deal. It looks like now they came back and said you was lying. You did pull the trigger. The only way the gun went off is if somebody pulled the trigger. So they're blaming him, even though the gun went through like a whole chain of commands before it even got to him, and they got charged too. But I still feel like it's not his fault.
I don't think it's his fault at all. I think it's crazy that he's even being like, having to go through this like twice. Because didn't he beat the original like to go to jail but now what is this? Is this like they're suing him, or is this like there's more? No, they said there's more evidence.
There's more evidence. It's basically the same
more evidence with the gun.
Yeah, more evidence with the gun.
The thing is with the gun is like, why does that matter? He's on a movie set thinking he's using a prop on a movie set. Why is there any live ammunition even on the set? That's who takes care of all the weapons. That's the armor. That's what they call the person that takes care of the firearms and the prop guns and all of that, and sets them up for the actors and actresses that use them in the movies. And that person is the one that should be charged. Because why is there real ammo on set? How are you mixing it up? Because they're supposed to look completely different.
True.
And then you're putting live ammo in a gun that's where they're shooting at each other because it's a movie. You're a cowboy. You're gonna shoot at people. So what do I expect to happen? And you're on set, you have props. People play and joke around all the time. You don't act like it's the biggest sin ever to be like, oh, haha, pow. If you have a fake gun as a little kid, you play games with your kids, trying to get each other. And then the gun goes off and you think, oh, it's just a pop gun. But then you look and she's shot. He probably feels terrible.
Yeah,
you probably feels super horrible.
Of course.
And then you're trying to put this on him. There's a lot of things to hate about Alec Baldwin. I mean, I don't know. I guess there is. I don't know his whole history like that, but I don't think this is a reason why.
True, I don't think it's a reason why either. I mean, like you said before, it goes through a whole chain of commands. Like a couple of people have to see the gun before they even give it to him, and like why didn't they test it to make sure that it was working properly before they even gave it to him? And then they would have seen there was no bullets in it. That's the only thing I was thinking. But the people that they did touch the gun also, they got charged with it. So, I mean, that's why I feel like that's okay. But with Alec, they just want his money. Like, cause there's no reason why else he should be in jail. I just feel like the government just wants his money, so that's why they're making him waste his money on lawyers to go through this whole thing because they know it's BS.
Yeah, I think he's probably they're trying to punish him for whatever reason. I don't know what political side he's on, but who knows? You see people get marked for that or their beliefs all the time. So who knows? Put in the comments below what do you think about the Alec Baldwin situation. Yeah, I thought this was done and over. I think it's crazy that they're trying to get him to go again, and it's like, and it's at the end of the day, if I was him, I would deny everything. I would take it to court, and I would pay nobody nothing. I would probably just offer the family money if I was that rich.
You already gave him money.
I know what I'm saying, but without like a court or anything.
True.
I would just be like, hey, I'm just gonna give you a handful of money because I feel bad about this, but I'm not going anything. And if you tried to sue me or something, we'll take it. We'll play it out. We'll play it out in court because it's like, that's not his fault, man.
True. And then you can also tell it's not his fault because this whole process, he's been participating. He's been giving him all the information he wanted to give him.
I mean, it's literally not his job. He's an actor. There's a person.
That's what he pays him for.
They pay a prop person, and when it's firearms, they call him an armorer, and that's that person's job. That person should be in trouble. That person should be in jail. That person made the mistake. You can't put that on Baldwin.
When you're right. When you're right. Close. When you're right, you're right.
You can't be Tragic Baldwin today.
I called him Tragic Baldwin?
Yeah.
That was the last. That was when I was a rookie. I'm on game this. I'm on game this time. But hey, man, comment below. Let us know how you feel about Alec Baldwin in this whole situation. Do you feel like he does have some fault in this, or is he completely innocent? Because me and my coach feel like he's completely innocent. They just want his money. Just like the government.
I mean, yeah, just like the government. That's what it feels like to me.
Disrespectful. But moving on here, man. Looks like in more news, man, my girl ChriseanRock can't stay out of the news. First, Blueface get arrested. Now she over here causing shootouts in ATL.
I mean, it seems like every man that she deals with gets in trouble, so that should be a word to the wise. If you deal with a girl named ChriseanRock, that it ain't gonna go right.
Exactly, man. And right here, we're gonna show you a video of NOLUVMAR saying that he the only one can do YouTube content in ATL, and he came and stand on weapon.
No, I was gonna say basically it's kind of weird because you have a big YouTuber crashing out over a smaller YouTuber copying him. And of course, when you're a big dog, you're gonna have smaller channels copying you, and it's like,
basically.
I kind of even run into this myself because we have a reaction channel. Check it out, Crib Reactions, and it's we're getting a pretty good following there. We're almost to 8,000. We have a Patreon, so check us out in the other channels portion. But we have a lot of people trying to copy like the exact same videos we do, trying to copy my thumbnails, even use the exact same font. So I understand it's like, where you might want to have the feelings to possibly catch someone and beat him up. But you got to understand that, copying, that's just
the ultimate form of flattery, man.
Yeah, the sincerest form of flattery, that they feel like if you're doing it right and you're doing it good, that they're trying to mimic your style. I just hate, because I just also don't want people to confuse the videos, but their thumbnails definitely do look like generic versions, Hill Country Bear versions of mine. So they might trick some people that aren't the smartest, but they're not going to trick the real ones.
Facts.
But it's just crazy that it's like he's crashing out like this, because if anything, you just talk trash to him in their comment section.
Pretty much.
But you don't take it this far. You don't throw your whole YouTube career away, especially if you the big dog's got over 1 million.
Yeah, he got over 1.3 million, and the other one has like
what if
250K.
Kicks him off and demonetizes his channel, man? Like, what's he gonna do then after making all that money?
But that'd be crazy. But if YouTube does that, they have a whole nother problem, because like, why is YouTube policing stuff that don't happen on YouTube?
Because it's
they didn't make it to YouTube.
Well, that's the thing though. It's like you have almost a code of conduct when it comes to YouTube's terms and conditions,
which is messed up.
And if you're doing something where you're in trouble with the law or something, that it can cost you your channel. I think Vitaly, who used to be real big, is trying to make a YouTube comeback, but he's saying that he's basically got a letter where he's banned for life, so he's allowed to make a YouTube channel, but it'll never be monetized. And so the only way he can make money is off of sponsorships, like show the sponsors, look how much views my content's getting, and this is how many people it'll reach, so pay me to show your product.
True. And I think I seen a video of Steve Wood do it over there saying he want to get back on the YouTube.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He does, but he knows that he's going to only make money off of sponsorship, but he won't make any money off the actual views of his video.
But back to what we were saying. So we got NOLUVMAR coming into Lil Mike's basically studio with ChriseanRock to shake the place up. Then we got Chrisean giving her 2 cents. Then we got Little Mike closing it off, and then we gonna give y'all our 2 cents. Walking in and standing on business. That's a lot of people.
What I don't understand is how this whole situation happened. Like, how is she with 2 different booking agencies so she could get double booked? And if they were already promised exclusive rights.
First of all, the nigga that booked me before the day I shot with the guy that got robbed from all the cameras, we did a video. But I'm just in Atlanta picking up my money, bro. Like, I charged bro 25. And then the little that just got robbed, he only 19. So I charged him off his age. I'm like, all right, 15, cool. And that's all he had too. So I was only just going to do the one that gave me 25. Like, all right, cool. But when I'm in the mall and shit, and bro caught me like just shopping and shit, like I got 15. And the only reason why I charged.
Sean could have died yesterday, man. That girl got a kid, bro. I got my mama calling my phone, worrying about me, bro. I don't even want to answer my mama phone, bro. I'm in Atlanta. I'm supposed to be getting content, and this nigga on some street shit, bro. Like, come on, bro. That shit is childish, bro. It's like, bro, us as black people, we not getting ahead because of shit like this, bro. Why the fuck we got a mentality of, oh, if the nigga winning, I can't, that's gonna affect me, bro. A nigga win is not your loss, bro. Like, what the fuck, bro? If you do YouTube, if you do anything, I don't give a fuck what you do, bro. If you get into it, bro, your win ain't my loss, bro. Nigga, if LeBron beat.
So basically,
And I also heard that if you watch that video and take a shot for every time it says bruh, you will be wasted.
I feel you. I mean, it's Atlanta lingo, but let me break it down to you.
Come on, bro.
So basically, what's going on is that the bigger dude, NOLUVMAR, basically paid 25 bands, which is surprising that people
Paid
paying
that
that
much
for Chrisean Rock, but paid 25 bands for Chrisean Rock to be on this YouTube channel to do a 20-on-1. You know, people, it's a new YouTube sensation that people are doing where like it's 20 girls or 20 guys. They talk to one celebrity and flirt with them, and it's getting views. Some people do that, or they do like find your true love based off of what car she drives or what kind of socks she decided to wear today.
Yeah.
So basically, what's going on is NOLUVMAR had Chrisean Rock first, paid the 25 bands, but NOLUVMAR is trying to keep a chokehold on this YouTube content game in Atlanta. So what happened was that Mike heard that Chrisean Rock is gonna be in town, so he hit up a booking agency to see if he can get Chrisean. They told him no because we already got him for one person. So they were basically trying to put a contract in place without doing a contract. Like say, oh yeah, you can't mess with it because he has to put it out first. So that
Yeah, I mean, basically they weren't gonna book another person until things got finished with this person.
Yeah.
They're like almost like you gotta wait, and instead of waiting, he ran into her in person.
Yeah, he got lucky and caught her in the mall, and
then offered her $15K, and then she was like, "Cool." And then she was gonna end up doing the one for $15K first.
no, she did the one for the 25K first. She already did the one for.
Oh, she already did that.
She already did the dude that came in and crashed out. She already did his video the day before.
Oh, okay.
So he found out
he didn't have a chance to put it out yet.
He didn't have a chance. He just you know how editing it is.
Yeah, so they were probably still editing, and they're like, "How are you gonna like only give us a day heads up?"
Yeah,
when
so
we paid this much.
Yeah, so he came there. He had crashed out. But I mean, but what Mike did was he knew he couldn't get Chrisean. Like, you know how it is, but he wanted to do it anyway. And his concept was going to be different. He wasn't going to do the whole 20 guys talk to Chrisean. He was going to do 10 guys wear basketball shorts. Chrisean Rock finds love based off the dude wearing basketball shorts. And it's a different concept, same celebrity, but people not having that. I mean, it's just crazy.
I mean, people. It's crazy because when it comes to YouTube or music or anything, people are always going to copy what's popular.
It's all
you gotta
copying.
understand, if you got over 1 million followers, people are definitely going to copy what you do, just like people copy Mr. Beast or Kai or Aiden Ross. There are people that get a lot of views. They try to copy exactly what they do, so it kind of happens. I don't know. It's crazy that this kid got denied and then found a way to run into her on his own, and then
it's not really. I mean, if you're in Atlanta, you think about it. If
you probably tracked her down.
Go to Lenox Mall.
Yeah.
Just go to Lenox Mall every day at like 2 in the afternoon. Go at 2 in the afternoon. You finna find a celebrity because it's the middle of. It's like going to
just going to a big mall.
Like going to North Star Mall here. If you go to North Star Mall here, you might run into a celebrity. Nah. Go to Lock and Terror Mall. You run into a basketball player.
Yeah, it happens.
Just because it's about the Dominions. But besides that, we're gonna see how this goes. Mike says he is gonna be pressing charges against this, and the funny part was the big dude that pulled out the weapon.
He was gonna beat up first.
They got beat up first. He called himself out.
On Instagram, he was like, "Oh, I slipped here and this and that." Like, the whole thing is a mess. It's like, I don't know. I kind of can see all sides of it though. Like, you're paying that much money for an exclusive.
Yeah.
And then like they not keeping their word honest, being honest with their word. Like, you're gonna want to pull up on them and be like, "What's up?" But it's crazy. But it's like you could pull up and want to talk and be like, "What's going on?" But to start doing that extra stuff where you go to like grab a camera and run, it's like then those people got the right to then defend themselves. But it's like, and then it's kind of weird because it's like I think they're gonna lose in this, man, because you can't be pulling up on someone else's property, coming in uninvited, and then stealing cameras.
Yeah, stealing cameras,
and
pulling
then
out weapons.
then pulling out a gun at the end. So that looks like armed robbery to me. That looks like breaking and entering and armed robbery.
Yeah, and like you
Or
said,
trespassing and armed robbery if they didn't technically break in, but trespassing, armed robbery, and assault for pistol whipping. Yeah, I mean that's some serious charges.
True. I mean, all that for nothing, because we seen the other dude, No Love Mar. We seen his page with the 1 million subscribers. He had all the celebrities on his page. He had he had
yeah, man, but
NLE
it's crazy when,
and,
when it's just like how Nike's been suing a lot of companies, how they've been suing like Skechers and stuff.
Yeah,
because it's like other companies will try to just change their design a smidge and slap their logo on it and be like, look at this great shoe I designed. It's like, we see what you're doing. That's a fake Air Max, or that that's a fake Jordan whatever. Or even see the Shaq shoes where they try to mimic Jordans.
true.
Like
I
you
see
can
those.
tell which one they're trying to mimic. Like those are some fake threes. And it's like, if you're a content creator and be like, really? You're just going to change like one baby thing and be like, look, I have a great new idea. And it's like, no, you don't. You're just literally copying what I do, putting a bumper sticker on it and saying it's something new.
It's that blue magic.
Yeah, so it's crazy. So I kind of see both sides, but I don't see the running up on them. That's not smart, especially if you're the bigger content creator. You got everything to lose. I mean, I wouldn't even have been there.
True. Yeah, I wouldn't have been there. I mean, like, you would have got the video. I mean, like, yeah, you'd have been mad because 25 bands. 25 bands? So how you feel about, are you surprised that she's out here getting 25 bands for a YouTube video that's probably only going to take 2 hours, 3 hours out of her day?
I mean, it depends on the videos, especially if she's actually in the video and it's not just talking about her, they do increasingly well. I mean, that's literally why we're talking about her right now. We can't escape her. Her videos are always over 100K
So
whenever she's in it. So you're guaranteed exposure. You're going to get a good video that's going to pay out decent, and you're going to get a bunch of subscribers, which will lead to more views on your later videos, which of course is more money to you. So it's just getting that snowball going even more, and just giving it another good push. It's like giving it another big nudge. So I definitely understand being upset, but to take it to this level, they could have handled it a different way. And I wouldn't even went in the building. I would have asked her to come outside. Like, hey, we're here to talk to Chrisean. Can she come outside and talk to us? And like, she had her own security, which is crazy because her security didn't do anything.
And that's also, they were laughing about that. So the security guard that she had, she bought like the cheapest security guard ever. So he was like a tall 6'3", 120-pound Kevin Durant looking dude.
Oh God! So he wasn't.
He just went. He ran behind Chrisean.
She better get her money back. I can't be getting out here getting budget security.
So that's what happened. I mean, hey, some people blame it on Blueface because they're saying that if she wasn't on the phone with Blueface for 2-3 hours, that this whole little video shoot would have been over with.
I mean, that's some crazy entitlement to book a studio for a certain time and then to put the whole production on pause for 2 hours plus because she's talking to her baby daddy that's in jail. Like, they literally can call back. They have nowhere to go. They're still going to be there. So she could be like, I'm going to be at this shoot. Call me back in 2 hours. And they usually, since he's a celebrity and I know he's not in normal conditions, he would probably be able to call back.
Eating steak and lobster. You know how it is with these celebrities, especially in California and Hollywood. But I mean, we gonna keep y'all up to date on these YouTube content creators, because I'm pretty sure there's gonna be some more crazy stuff going on out there. It's like the second time. I remember what's the big cocky dude that they got knocked out in Miami? Fozzie? Was it Fozzie?
No. Are you talking about Bradley Martin?
No, not Bradley Martin.
He got wrestled down.
Not Bradley Martin. The other dude that got beat up in the middle of the street. Yeah, I think it was Fozzie.
Fozzie too?
Yeah.
Or are you talking about that white kid that got slapped by everyone?
Not the white, no, not the small white, but he's like a little cocky dude.
Did the Island Boys beat up and then someone else beat up?
Not that one. But comment below, what's some other what's some other celebrities that's guaranteed that if you book them on your show that you're finna get over 1 million views? You got Chrisean. I know you got Charleston White.
I know you got none of these celebrities that money.
Boosie?
If we get like a Spotify deal and it's like, whoa, you get this much, it's like, nah. We ain't giving nobody no 20K, no 50K. We ain't buying them no cars.
Ain't buying no card.
Just for a video, nah.
True that. But I mean, they do be going all out for him. But let us know how you feel about this whole situation. Moving on to the next topic, man, is everybody's favorite princess, Gerbil.
I thought you were talking about Akademiks.
No, man. I mean, I was Young Akademiks is everybody's favorite princess.
Right.
Exactly. Looks like Young in Miami and DJ Akademiks is going at it again. I mean, like this feud, it's been going on ever since. I mean, ever since
the City Girls album flop.
Ever since the City Girls album flopped. Ever since Young Miami said she likes to take golden showers. I mean, like it looks like the fact that you over
isn't that when you start liking her more?
When she admits her fetishes or when she admits the golden showers?
When you heard she like golden showers.
She was my favorite. She was.
She got that Diddy juice.
Pause. But nah. So allegedly what's going on is that Young Miami dropped this after this whole beef was going on. You know, that she told Saucy Santana that she going to pull up on Akademiks. You know, they had their whole little situation. 2 weeks
Saucy had him
passed.
scared.
Saucy had him scared. Said he was going to knock him on the ground and, you know, SA him. But yeah, that was crazy. And you remember he cried because of that?
Yeah.
That was hilarious. But you know, Young Miami drops
as bad as Ray J.
Almost bad. One of the topics we got coming up. Looks like Young Miami dropped a snippet dissing DJ Akademiks, and Akademiks had to leave his 2 cents in it too to let you know how he feels. We got the video here. We're gonna let y'all see it, then we're gonna come back.
Is the snippet in this?
Yeah, it's like 2 seconds. 7-Eleven.
Me, put on your knees, I'm standing on business. Akademiks, you a bitch, right? Speaking on women. Yeah.
She's getting too
clear,
hot.
but that face is full of urine. Sorry, Gary. The music you made is whack. I'm not even here to bash you. I'm here to actually just encourage you. You failed at everything in life. You failed at being a sugar baby because Diddy just cut you off.
Damn.
You won't even defend your man no more. Before you was jumping out talking about you love getting pissed on. Now you won't even defend him. You won't even talk about him. So you failed at being that. Failed at being a musician. Even you diss song to a nigga that everybody hates. They even say it. Hey, we're usually here for put like this, a Saucy Santana nigga. Even when he dropped the song against me, they were like, hey, Saucy, you ate. Everybody said you're whack. Fingers clear, but that
Failed. Said failed. Laughed my ass off. I got more money than both of y'all. Made $1 million in 15 days. She talk about Armand and DJ Akademiks. Then right here she drops her card game. You know the card drinking game she has going out, the Chrisean game.
No.
Okay, so she has everybody's drinking now. So she has a card game where you paying like truth or dare, and if you don't go with the dare, if you don't do the dare, you have to drink and take shots. So she sold at least a whole bunch of those. She's getting like a whole bunch of profit off of it. But people were saying like they not talking about that. You a rapper? What's up with the bars? City Girls album been flopping. You and JT ain't on the best of terms. Akademiks put a clock on it. In a year's time, City Girls is breaking up. JT is finna go off and do her own thing because Young Miami allegedly is lazy and she can't read.
But doesn't JT? She doesn't write her raps, does she?
JT writes her raps.
She does.
Yes, she's
so
a rapper.
Young Miami doesn't.
She doesn't write. Yeah, she doesn't write her raps.
It's Lil Yachty.
I mean, Lil Yachty wrote the rap. I mean, it's a bunch of people. Lil Yachty wrote the raps. They saying Saucy Santana writes some of the raps.
Saucy, your favorite.
I mean, it's a couple people that say write Young Miami raps. She's just a face. That's
a
it.
Face to get peed on.
Pause. But I mean, it's just. I mean, a lot of people keep going on.
Why is that a pause?
I don't know, it's a lot, but people be going at Akademiks saying like he always goes hard at girls, he never goes as hard at guys, and I mean every time I see it, I mean
he just goes hard at everybody.
True.
If he doesn't like him, he kind of talks smack about everyone.
Meek Mills.
He was going at Meek Mills for a while.
Lil Baby
was going at Lil Baby.
I mean, Freddie Gibbs. He still goes. Oh man, he goes crazy on Freddie Gibbs.
I don't.
Jay Crit. He just is Jay. Oh yeah, and then was it Sony? Is it
Sonny Digital?
Southside? Not Southside.
I think he's gone to Southside.
The skinny dude, the producer
from
dude.
The 9?
No, the skinny dude. He got up skinny from the 9. The producer dude that that he doesn't like. That he says, "Oh yeah, don't."
Oh, Metro Boomin?
Yeah, Metro Boomin.
Yeah.
They beefing. So he goes at all. It's like a list of guys.
He hates everyone equally.
Pretty much. I mean,
He's like the Bill Burr of the rap game.
yeah, he doesn't like Young Miami because I mean he's talking about the music, but she wants to
It's
like
crazy
throw
how
slugs
he
at
hates
him.
everyone, but he loves 6ix9ine. Academics.
Free 6ix9ine.
What went wrong?
Free 6ix9ine.
No, don't free him.
But I mean, she's Young Miami's not talking about anything else. She's talking about DJ Akademiks' size, his weight, his alleged charges, a whole bunch of
every
old
comment
stuff.
section on Akademiks post, I don't care what it is. Once you get about like 10, 15 comments in, it's like, man, why is the Akademiks posting? I know he's in line at McDonald's.
Facts.
It's like in there's somewhere there's always a McDonald's comment.
True, but is that saying something? If the Shade Room and Baller Alert and Neighborhood Talk, if you post a song on there dissing DJ Akademiks and nobody says you killed it, is it trash?
Of course. You can't have all those places put it out and then you check the comment section and it's a whole bunch of garbage can emojis. I mean, it's no fire emojis, no flames.
Pretty much.
So it's crazy because usually everyone loves a good diss track.
Especially with the DJ Akademiks.
Yeah, everyone already likes to pile on Akademiks, so they could love a good Akademiks diss track, but she did not deliver.
True. I mean, and I need y'all to comment below. Let us know how you feel about the situation. Do you feel like Young Miami's lazy because, you know, she had the whole TV show which only dropped, once every 3 months? That's a dub because, you know, Diddy's over doing this whole little undercover thing since he's got all these charges. So Revolt's down, so she may not do her show. City Girls, clearly y'all not listening to the music because they only sold 15K.
I thought they sold 3K, or was that Coi Leray?
I don't know, but get them too low. But it was a low number. Y'all not listening to them. So what is it? I mean, besides this drinking game, which ain't gonna last forever, maybe it will. Maybe it will, because people do like to drink. They always looking for a reason to drink.
It's not gonna last.
You don't think so?
Nah.
So I mean,
It's gonna be on sale at Ross.
She might have to get a celebrity. I mean, she got Southside. Southside can save her.
He's already has been saving. It's crazy that now he's like kissing his old baby mama after she got peed on by Diddy. Guess he likes the lemon twist.
Oh my God, that's disgusting. That's nasty.
I like
the Ciroc with the twist.
Southside because it's like Southside is decent, but he likes to forget that he was never number one.
Who's
Lex
number one?
Luger was always way better than Southside. Shoot, TM88 was way better than Southside. Southside was like producer 4 or 5 on like Brick Squad.
He was just one with the loudest mouth, and he was walking like a friend.
Yeah, I mean it's because Lex Luger is so reserved. Lex Luger never talked his shit, but he was like literally the best producer that ever lived, and it's crazy that he doesn't get the respect he deserves.
Watch, you gonna have everybody coming down below like that's a lie. Southside's the truth.
Southside is good. He's not terrible.
I
I'm
mean,
not
he
gonna
saved
say
G
that
Herbo
he
career.
sucks. You know, he's done a lot of good songs with G Herbo. I like G Herbo. But
The Swervo tapes.
Yeah, I'm saying he's not gonna lie and say he's terrible. He's good, but let's not forget. I mean, this is like Michael Jordan. You know, Scottie Pippen. This is.
He's Dennis Rodman, or is he Steve Kerr?
I'm not gonna answer that.
He's disrespectful. He
No,
cool coach. He cool clutch. Whatever his
He's
name.
Tony Kukoc.
Yeah.
Nah, he's Luke Longley. No, I'm just kidding. Southside, you're cool, but
Horace Grant.
you were never the best 808 Mafia better. That's what it was. 808 Mafia, the producers.
Yeah, 808 Mafia is the name of the group.
They always used to have the 808 Mafia mixtapes of beats.
Speaking of the beats, you got anything else to say about this?
No, don't we have more Akademiks?
Of course, that's why I want to move on. So it looks like him, man.
Oh, wasn't this your favorite streamer?
Boom,
your favorite Discorder?
You know, I used to think that Boom and Grand Wizard were the same person.
No, you got to be smarter than that.
But now that I know they're different, I don't really care about Boom as leaving. But I did
Grand
like
Wizard. That's a great Instagram.
I did like Boom's commentary on the Discord, and we used to come and talk to Akademiks. I did like that part, but I'm gonna miss it. But he had to do this weirdo.
Paperwork states he touched minors and took pictures of women bent over and had a psycho evaluation after. Basically, he gets emotional. DJ Akademiks gets emotional reading a text message from his protege, Lil Boom, apologizing for embarrassing him as a video surfaces of him allegedly filming women and touching people at Walmart. Let's watch the clip.
Yeah, so we got Akademiks here talking about reading off the apology. We got some of the charge, the police report, and then we got Boom getting locked up.
He texted me. He said, Ak, I'm gonna sit or say it only to you, nobody else, and apologize to you for not telling beforehand and basically making it look stupid. You helped me through so much.
Paperwork party.
Was that the end of the clip?
No, there's more of it.
And I looked at you like a big brother.
She was crying.
Oh.
I heard you say get help, but I want you to know, since that day, I've gotten help. And I've grown so much since then. I quit smoking.
So you know you are going to be placed under arrest. Okay, so I'm not going to put the handcuffs in the back, so I'll just put them in the front. So just put your hands together like you're praying. Perfect. Hey. Sure.
You got an I Survive Hong Kong t-shirt?
Yeah, I actually need that phone.
It's the blue one with the case on it.
Perfect. Is that too tight? Is that too tight?
It's the one with the rabbit on it.
And the fact that he was like, oh yeah, they're racist. The Ocala police are racist. Look how nice she was to him.
Yeah.
That one. That's the one. Yeah.
All right. Go ahead and here.
No, don't worry about it. I'll call you.
Yeah. Yeah, I have to take the phone. So come over here and go ahead and take a seat in my car. You don't have anything on you, do you? Okay, I'm going to start you real quick. Just put your hands up here. Perfect.
That's crazy. So, I mean, while this is going on,
Just understand if you go into the jail and you have anything, it is a felony, okay?
so if you didn't know, I mean, so I still don't understand why he would do this. So Boom is in Walmart. He's over here playing grab A in Walmart, doing crazy things, walking behind people. They're saying like it's 4 or 5 people. One of them was under the age. The other 2.
I saw the footage, man. He was basically trying to, you know how you've probably seen bad dudes do, where they're like trying to like walk by and act like they're walking by and they get a quick grab.
Yeah,
It's one of those moves where they try to like play it off, like, oh, I just bumped into you, oops.
Mm-hmm.
And I saw the video, and it's clear as day that's what he was doing. I didn't see any video of him recording anyone.
I saw that.
You saw that?
It was an older lady though. She was wearing jeans, and the reason why they said the reason why this didn't get charged and go higher is because that's actually a charge. If you record a girl bending over and all that stuff, it's like voguery or something like that.
Voyeurism?
Yeah, voyeurism. Yeah. But she had jeans on. So I mean, but they say like when they looked through the phone, they couldn't find a video or anything on the phone. So he probably deleted it or something like that. But I mean, you know how many? I know a couple dudes that the girls tell me like, oh, I think he's recording me. So I mean,
There's a lot of creeps out
it's
there.
a lot of creeps in the world. And at first with this situation, I was trying to give him the benefit of the doubt. I was like, man, he's doing like one of them pranks that's going on, but nah, man,
He
it's
wasn't
just
filming
crazy.
no YouTube video.
He wasn't filming no YouTube video. He was lying. Then he was lying, saying that he was going to get fish, but he was in the makeup aisle. Then he said he was getting something from his sister, but he never got anything. From the makeup aisle. It's just too much going on. I mean, this is just horrible. I feel like now I understand like this. I guess it's just like a gateway. Like if he does this, ain't no telling what else he'll do.
Yeah, and the worst part is it's like, you know, it should never be done. But the thing is like he was even approaching people that appeared to be super young. So that's like, that's where he crosses the line, man. Like all of it is crossing the line, but that's like jumping 20 feet past the line.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just like, you got to cut him off, man. You can't have that man attached to your brand. I know he was a lot of part of the streams. He was a
11
moderator.
years.
But I even saw videos where they're talking about how bad like moderators are when it comes to Discord. that like it's like its own universe.
It
like
is.
the Discord universe, and that people take that stuff so serious, and that people dox people and all kinds of
block
crazy
people for
stuff.
petty reasons and they sleep with each other to get unblocked and
Oh,
all
yeah.
this stuff and to get ranked and become like. And the reason why this all happened is because he got in a verbal altercation with one of the Discord girls, her and her daughter, and then he said some crazy stuff to her, and then she said some crazy things back. And I'm guessing like they had an ongoing beef because allegedly she leaked his mama address before.
Yeah.
So, because he said that in an academic video, like, oh yeah, I trust her, the same girl that like leaked my mom's number and leaked my mom's address. So I mean, it's just a crazy situation. I mean, people calling him weirdo. They're not trying to put that word on him because the charges, he didn't get the charge. They didn't hit him with the full charges where he has to register. But at the same time, he can't be around anybody under age until a certain time. So
Yeah, it's creep behavior, man. You can't tolerate that.
You can't.
He's got to be excommunicado, and I don't know. I don't really know much about him. I'm not super into academic stuff where I know everybody. The only person I really know is Grant Wizard because he's funny when I've seen him on videos and he posts all the time on Instagram. But I don't really know nobody else like that. So it's crazy, man. But it's like these internet kids, man. That
I mean, anybody. I mean, it's weird. I mean, think about it. It's people think of weirdos. I mean, no disrespect. When people say, "Oh yeah, he's a weirdo," people are weirdos. You think of people that be in the house all day, don't have any, don't talk to people outside and go to parties.
That's his
They just
Discord
own the
people.
computer. And that's these Discord people. And who's most likely to do this people that's on just messing next to a tub of lotion every day.
People that ain't doing nothing but being on like internet message boards, man.
Yeah, pretty much those are.
It's like back in the day, you knew that it was like the weird people or what they would call like the sweaties. And it's like, it doesn't seem like it's changed.
Yeah, and now those people are popular because Twitch and YouTube.
Or people that are good at technology. It's all the RuneScape kids.
Yeah, and it's easy.
I'm pretty sure that if we check Lil Boom's history as a person, he probably played RuneScape.
Yeah.
He's a RuneScape kid. This is typical RuneScape kid behavior. I never played RuneScape.
Yeah.
So if you played RuneScape, don't make us have a Chris Hansen moment with you, because we will find you, RuneScapers.
You having a flashback?
RuneScape kids are weird.
I remember it was like Roblox before Roblox.
Basically.
I think my brother used to play that.
Graphics.
And you play on a computer or something.
Which brother? The youngest or
middle
the
brother.
middle?
My middle brother used to play it.
Makes sense. Did I not lie? Did I not? No, I'm kidding.
Hey, you got him have a point there.
He's the brother with homeschool tendencies.
Mm-hmm. So I mean, with this whole situation, I mean, I'm gonna keep a look at the Little Boom's page to see like if when he drops his YouTube videos, who's gonna watch it. I'm gonna wait till like next month. I'm gonna give it like a month. Remind people, comment below. Remind me in a month to check on Boom's YouTube page to see if he's still getting numbers.
We're not checking any of his pages.
What, you don't want to see what's going on? You may like.
It's one thing to be a little weird or a little homeschooly.
Just get help.
He crossed the line. Line.
I guess that's too much of heart. That'd be the problem.
You're trying to give him nah, man, nah. Cause like think about it. What if that was like your kid in the store getting harassed? You wouldn't want to catch a fool and beat his face in?
Of course.
So I mean, I don't know. That's the way I kind of.
But I also want to know if he learned his lesson. You don't want to know if you learned. I mean, even police when you go to jail and they bring you back to the board, they want to know if you learned your lesson.
But it's like not one of those things that's like understandable. Like if your family's starving and you steal food, like no one's really gonna think that bad of you, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But this is like one of those things where it's like it wasn't them situations, man. Or like if you were really poor and you steal shoes, or you steal anything just to get some extra money, like that's one thing. But this isn't like doing anything of that. People would probably look at like stealing or doing some underhanded or scamming shit like one way.
Mm-hmm.
But when you're going around and you're allegedly
doing this stuff,
touching people that are low age, like that ain't cool, man. Like that's not something to be forgiven. You forgive someone for like doing some other shit, but that's not.
This is unforgivable territories.
You're going too far.
Yeah, facts.
I mean,
facts,
that's
facts.
my opinion. Everyone's different, but that's the way I look at it. That there's certain things you can't come back from. People have mental mistakes and make mistakes in the moment, but this is like one of the things that's like, nah, like that's an over mistake.
Facts. But you guys comment below. Let us know how you feel about the situation with the whole boom academics. The academics handle it right. And let us know how you feel about No Jumper, because you know No Jumper was covering it's hard. As soon as they found out that Akademiks homie was going out of there.
Yeah, Adam 22's a hater. And that's why he does the things he does. But welcome.
22ster.
Welcome to the halftime show. Welcome to the halftime show, Tales from the Crib, where we'll let you know what's going on with this channel and all of our other channels. This is Tales from the Crib podcast. We have an episode once a week. We also do NFL picks once a week. Now we are in the playoffs, so we're doing every, we do wild card weekend, the divisional round, championship round, and then Super Bowl round. So we look out for those videos. We got TFTC clips where we chop up the podcast and put that out for you. You can watch all the topics you want if you're short on time. There's no music host. And we got TFTC Gaming.
It's in my head.
We've taken like a month break from that channel, but we are back. I am going to try to play some games tomorrow, so I could probably get that out later this week. And then, of course, you need to check out our golden child of all of our channels. We got Crib Reactions. We got almost 8K subs. We're right there. We're a stone's throw away. Get us to 8K subs. Also, if you're a super fan of that channel and a super fan of music, subscribe to our Patreon. The link is in the Crib Reactions info. Or if you go to our latest video in the description, it will be there on Crib Reactions. We've done a bunch of videos lately. We did Travis Scott. We did ITZY. We did a couple XG videos. And Lisa Blackpink. Those are all blowing up and doing well. I mean, look at Travis Scott. I thought Travis Scott fell off, and I was right. His video was
13 views.
Oh, my God. That was a pretty epic thumbnail, man. I should get some more views with that thumbnail.
Should have went harder, man.
Playboy Cardi out there. And, it's a hilarious photo. So go support.
You should have first time watching, listening to...
First time, yeah. People, I don't know why every one of those views, and people be lying so much. It'll be like the 80th time they're watching artists, and it's like first time watching so and so, and it's like, they're like, first time watching this song. Well, of course, every reaction is your first time watching the song, you jerk. People just try to cheat so much. It's like a cheat fest. It's like everyone's trying to be the New England Patriots and Tom Brady all over again. It's like the whole world is full of Tom Bradys. That's why this country is going to crap, because everyone thinks that they are, in fact, Tom Brady. It's true, man.
Oh, God. It is.
Everyone's trying to cheat the system and cheat each other. They're just trying to New England Patriot their way through life.
And
if you learn anything, you're going to end up like Bill Belichick, old and alone and dying alone. And then everyone's saying that you were phony jabroni. Go deflate balls somewhere else. But that's for another story. Check out all of our videos.
Oh, my God. That's too much.
What else we got going on? It's time to start the second half of the show. Because we got some haters, and there's haters everywhere.
Why you smile so hard?
Because there's a bunch of jerks, and jerks are going to get what they deserve. But we got FBG Duck's super alleged, because these boys innocent killers, sentencing set for August and September of 2024. It looks like the court dates, we got them listed there, and the sentencing dates are all in August and September. And
we got the audio here. We're going to play the audio first, and then we're going to let,
react to it.
Did 6 men for the murder of rapper FBG Duck. FBG Duck, whose real name is Carlton Weekly, was shot and killed while shopping in the Gold Coast back in August 2020. Feds tied that shooting to a brutal Southside gang war, stoked in part on social media and through rap diss tracks. Today, Weekly's mother thanked prosecutors for bringing her son's killers to justice.
I just want to thank the United States government for doing a very good job on making sure that these guys would never hurt another mom or another child again.
The defense will likely appeal today's convictions. Sentencing dates are...
So sentencing dates are out. I mean, this is a crazy situation. I mean, this is one of the biggest days in OBlock history. I mean, I guess it's another point on the board.
Allegedly, I said they didn't do it.
You said they didn't do it?
I'm pretty sure that they saw what was it? Bugs Bunny, Roger Rabbit, and the Easter Bunny, all with Glock 9s.
Oh, Lord.
But so they're saying that it was allegedly these guys. We'll see what happens. They got caught as guilty. And
they had a lot of evidence. How do you feel about the evidence? And how do you feel about how allegedly it
first
went
let me
down?
address Mama Duck, because she's saying, oh, these guys, you know, they'll never be able to hurt another mother because the son and all this crap. And it's like, your son brought this on himself, first of all. He tried to diss everybody in the world. They already killed all his brothers and his cousins, and he was the last one left, and he still wanted to diss. It's like, it sounded like he had a death wish.
You still got Doochie?
It sounded like he wanted to die.
Get FBG Dutchie.
He's special ed. They spare him. He can't even talk correctly.
That's Wooski.
He's a dolphin.
Oh my God!
Those aren't threats. They're already paralyzed.
It's
just like J-Man. The goofies are no longer on the chopping board.
Okay,
but it's just like Duck was running his mouth too much, and then he wanted to hang out in public. Now, do I think that they should have, that there should have been a better quote unquote game plan? Yes, because that place is super hot. It has all kinds of cameras all over the world. You might have maybe tracked someone in the moment they get away from the place with the million cameras. Maybe something could possibly start at that moment. But
what do you feel about the snitching going on with the females in
it's typical female behavior.
OBlock? Because it looks like a lot of this was helpful with the females, because the female allegedly pointed it out.
Are you talking about when you're talking about females? Are you talking about what's the man with the mask?
Trench's News?
Yeah, the biggest female. Trench's News.
No, actual females.
Trench's
like
News switched.
No,
man, Trench's News. You were a stick-up kid your whole life. You were really about the streets. You moved everywhere because you got kicked out of everywhere you ever lived, and so you lived on both sides of the fence. And then it's like now when crap hits the fan, you want to turn on someone that you allegedly were with in jail, and so it's like, it's not cool. And it's like, he said he was friends with Duck and all this stuff, but it's like, man, you know what it is. And it's like, it's like you can't act like it's unprovoked. There's been bloodshed, and then you're gonna diss on that bloodshed, and then you're not gonna be a target. It's like, people have to be smarter than that. And Duck was, one, dumb enough to still be in the city like that. I know he didn't want to leave people behind, but you better leave them people behind before you get left behind or get left on the ground. And they made that choice for him when they left him on the ground. The second mistake he was buying Chinese clips off of eBay. What are you doing, Duck? I mean, you need to know better than that. Those clips jam all the time. Also, a death wish. So he just signed too many of his own death wish. I think they should just roll this situation a suicide by Duck, and then just let these fine young men live their lives. I mean, we had Mr. Smart here that had a promising, music career, and they want to take that away from him. They want to dim this man's light. Muwap's the vet.
They should have used you as their lawyer.
Muwap did him dirty, and it's hot outside. Who knows what they were talking about at that moment? They can talk about Muwap giving out free ice cream, and now the kids are super excited.
Muwap had the shoes on.
And that is the most ridiculous thing. Let me first comment on all the Chicago blogs and Instagrams, how they 100% without a doubt got this wrong, saying that Muwap had custom shoes, Gucci shoes that were painted with Donald Duck getting flashed with the camera to insinuate that he got, laid out. And those were actually official release. They did a Disney collab with Gucci, and those were official shoes that were sold in like Neiman Marcus. Anyone can buy them. You can still buy them now. You can find them on eBay. I'm buying a pair tomorrow. And, it's just ridiculous. They try to put that on this man. He didn't make them. Blame Gucci for hating on Duck. Blame Gucci for not being from 63rd. That's just one thing that I don't understand. How they want to blame it on Mr. Smart. And I think they got the wrong Smart. I believe it was Marcus Smart of the Celtics that was actually one of the 5. You need to hit him up. He's been a known snitch and a known hater of OBlock. So, I could believe he tried to set up Muwap, who shares the same name. Because his name is also Marcus Smart. So I think it's just a case of mistaken identity. It is the Boston Celtics player, Marcus Smart, not Muwap from the O.
Okay.
If the glove does not fit, you must acquit.
Okay. So how do you feel about the rest of them, do you feel like there's going to be better now that this has gone down on? Do you think 63rd is going to have better days now? Is it going to brighten up on 63rd now that
I mean, it ain't been bright on 63rd for a long time. I mean, ever been since Vaughn got out of jail, they were putting belt to ass for, years. And then Duck popped up and had like one hit song that was like kind of goofy.
Expose them.
And no, it's terrible. And so it's like, and the only way that Duck gets views is by mentioning outstanding members from the
you
BD
mean like
faction.
the legend, the Chicago
That was
legends?
him waving the white flag. That was him saying, I'm not that good at rap. I know that my block isn't that strong. I know that L.A. Capone would have been the best rapper ever if he was still here. And no, that doesn't atone for the amount of dissing that he's done. And he also made us all kinds of songs that I won't even mention the names.
So
of the
you
songs.
don't believe in the push to peace, but FYB?
No, there's no pushing peace, man. There's pushing get out of my way. That's what it is. Stay out my way.
Like 600 Breezy said.
And there'll be no issues. But if you're in my way, you're going to get run over. And that's just is what it is. You're going to get the hit stick. And so, this looks like it's the end of 63rd. 63rd is, FBG is pretty extinct. Ruga's putting out white flags trying to, have peace treaties and stuff.
You don't know what he want to do.
So, I don't know. He hangs out with Kanye for a little bit and he loses his mind too.
Isn't he ducking the fade from Rico Reckless?
He's also ducking a fade from Rico Reckless. That is true. And also, Dwayne Wade, you just revisited Chicago. You were just on your old block, which is basically 600 territory, and you didn't link up with 600 Breezy. I think 600 Breezy didn't want to link up with him. He's like, you're too zesty, D-Wade. You're lucky we even let you come back on 600. If you didn't have a couple championships, you wouldn't be allowed here.
Disrespectful.
We don't do that zesty stuff.
What
on South Prairie.
Comment below how you feel about this whole situation. Do you feel like some that the Chicago got the wrong people, that it's the real people that got FBG Duck is still out there on the loose and they need to go do their homework and go find these people?
I think they need to do their real homework.
Exactly. And where's the FYBJ, man? Y'all whooping.
Why does C Murder look so sad? He looked like someone stole his honey bun.
Oh Lord, they did.
But I think I forget which one was actually he was like roommates in jail with
Vaughn?
No, what's the ski mask dude? Trench's News.
Oh yeah.
So Trench's News didn't understand why he was a part of this when he thought he would be more on Duck's side. But I think that they were just cool because they were bunkmates, not because they were actually same side.
True.
And also Trench's News didn't really claim his side. He just claimed to be a stick-up kid, and he didn't claim any affiliation. But it's just crazy to be all around that, to have a certain role,
and be
morals and code, and then at the end of the day, for them to be like, you're paying how much? Now that's a, what is it, what's the FBG butter sandwich?
Ooh, FBG butter?
Yeah, what's your snitching sandwich? Snitching combo?
Italian beef and cheese?
The Italian beef and Pepsi.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's like, I'm going to get a little more than Italian beef and Pepsi on this one.
He got paid. He got paid and he moved, the relocation fee and all that. He gone.
Man.
He's still dropping videos on YouTube.
I know. I thought Trench's News was decent because he had like good stories and he didn't really pick a side, so he just was more about survival, like true survival, kind of staying out of everything. But then just to have him switch up like this and be like, well, I was a super fan of Duck, so I wanted to see him get justice. It's like, man, you're a super fan. You love Chief Keef and Lil Reese and all them and Lil Durk and used to see them all the time. And he's actually Trench's News was more BD than GD, because I think whenever they were coming up, he was making Chief Keef and them learn all their paperwork.
Oh yeah, he was. I remember
so,
that.
I mean, at the end of the day, how do you get? It's crazy how people really think it's like a black and white BD and GD, but there is a lot of BDs and GDs that are friends and oftentimes family members.
It's true.
It's just kind of a different of opinion almost there. It's almost like politics, You might have a family member that's a Republican or Democrat and think they're goofy, but you still hang out with them on Thanksgiving. It's just like, oh, that's my goofy GD grandpa, That's how it goes in Chicago.
He's a goofy.
But pray that this gets reversed. I think it was racism, and I think it was mistaken identity.
Racism, mistaken identity.
Racism and
you going for
mistaken
5,000.
identity.
Man, let us know how you feel about this whole topic, this whole situation.
We need Trump to pardon Muwap. It's the only way. Trump pardon Muwap, he'll get all of Chicago's vote.
Facts. But moving on here, man, looks like we got the next topic. We going.
This topic.
Man, we bringing it back, man. We bringing it all the way back, man. It's 1992. You know, young Chris Stokes out here doing this thing.
Now he's
he had
old
Marcus
Chris
Houston. He had Marcus Houston. You know, he had Quidden Trevor. He had B2K. He had it's a lot of stuff going on. So allegedly, what's going on is that Chris Stokes' ex-wife Mona Morton says that she knows all the allegations and all they're true. So
there's been a bunch of allegations about him being a manager type, a typical manager allegations.
A Diddy manager type.
Yeah, where you're basically influencing young artists to do lewd acts, either by just watching them or partaking in them. So those are kind of the allegations that we're dealing with. But we got a video clip here.
We got a video clip. Refreshing your memory of who Chris Stokes is and why he's so infamous.
Quentin Tarver and Raz B both exposed Chris Stokes and Marcus Houston in this video. They're saying that Marcus Houston was groomed by Chris Stokes and Chris Stokes used Marcus Houston to groom the rest of them. I will say that this is a trigger warning because they talk about some explicit things. A lot of people didn't believe Raz B when he first came out and said this. Now people are starting to wake up. This music industry is filled with hidden agendas. They also take advantage of these artists in different ways.
Yeah, Chris did the same. See, Chris would try to work through the kids and work through Marcus because he already got Marcus at a young age. And he would work through Marcus to see it. Man, you sick. You know what? This is the type of stuff that makes me upset.
What's going on? That's nasty. I didn't know what was going on. Them something, but they was in the bathroom. I been on the tour bus. Oh my God. The far back, you know, the back of the tour bus, the main room.
Yeah, I mean, yep. Everything that you're talking about, Quentin, I used to walk through the same. Chris used to
didn't feel safe working with your former manager and producer, Chris Stokes, who you came out against for the sexual abuse and, allegations. Did you know what was going on?
People, when they're being abused, they typically don't know when they're being abused. And it's typically by someone that's close to them. You're just kind of caught up in the moment when you're at a young age. When you're a kid, you don't know the difference between the front and the back, though.
Is it because, he was a family member why you never decided to press, criminal charges?
There was a time, I believe there were some filed back in 2011, but, especially when it's somebody that's a family member, your mom is close. She's my second cousin. That's my mom's first cousin.
Right.
They're all from Cleveland. So it's whatever you're going through, my mom would always say, vengeance is the Lord's.
So that's your actual blood cousin?
Yeah, my second cousin.
Do you forgive Chris Stokes?
Ended like that. I mean, clearly, he doesn't forgive Chris Stokes, but I mean, this is a crazy situation. Imagine your second cousin do this to you, but it's been going on for a long time. Like I said before, in '92, he had Marcus Houston.
Marcus Houston always seemed like a weirdo to me.
Exactly.
He had a creeper face.
True that. And then on top of that, remember, we just found out about him and his little 20-year-old wife. That was a whole.
Oh yeah, that's super crazy. She was a missing person from the time she was 15, and then the moment she turns 18, she pops up and marries him.
It's just weird. It's that Hollywood.
It's did he have her in a closet or something?
He probably did. I mean, it's that Hollywood stuff. So I mean, Chris Stokes had a Marcus Houston first. He did what he had to do with Marcus Houston. Then they end up meeting this Quentin Trevor person in '95. And then he ended up messing with him. And then after that, allegedly in 2001, they had B2K. Raz B had his situation. And they're talking about times where I'm guessing Chris Stokes did nothing to them, but he orchestrated it.
I got to believe Raz B. He seems like he's traumatized. He seems like there's something wrong with him. He's still mentally messed up to it to this day. Just hearing him talking and stuff, he almost seems like he's mentally damaged to this day, I guess you could say.
True, he is. And I mean, you can see it a lot. When the Millennium Tour happened, the tour that he had to do, Bow Wow does with all the retro acts him, Bow Wow, B2K, Omarion, Pretty Ricky, them. They went on tour. Chris Stokes came on tour to do something, and then like he ended up having to break down and leaving. And he was like, "Oh, it's either him or me." So I mean, Raz B's taking this pretty seriously. I mean, even though he's not going full fledged and going to the cops about it, and he hasn't been to the cops about it since
And
then.
didn't people get on Omarion because like he
didn't stand up? He didn't stand up for him.
He was, that because he was standing up for Stokes.
Yeah.
And saying like, nah, this is not true. This is a money grab. This is just some like weird stuff. And then years later, he's like, yeah, I talked to Raz B, and I don't know what happened to him, but something definitely happened to him.
So I mean, it's just a whole crazy situation. I mean, it's just discussing how Hollywood is and how everybody just wants your butt. It makes no sense. Like, it's no way
matter
around
if it's
it.
Dwight Howard or Diddy.
Dwight Howard, Diddy, Will Smith.
Oh, what's his TD Jakes?
Reverend TD Jakes.
No, TD Jakes don't want your butt. He wants something else.
Oh, God.
He wants the stick shift.
Pause. But I mean, it's just a crazy situation. I mean, Chris Stokes, what makes this even funnier is that the wife, Money Morton, he put it on his wife that the reason why all these allegations can't be true. He's like, I have a wife. I've been over for 14 years. We have kids together. I can't be gay. I can't be gay. Then turns out that she comes out here years later and says, yeah, it was true. It goes to show you can't believe people for ish.
It's like, it's just like they said. I was seeing on Instagram that Kanye's new wife was like walking around and like it looked like that she had like the strap-on pants and like, snap, Kanye's getting pegged. They're like, this isn't the man that made Graduation.
I mean, it's good. I told you it gets crazy in Hollywood. Like it just never fails. Cat Williams told you about this. Dave Chappelle told you about this. I mean, and it's just
funny. It's like I really like Marlon Wayans, but it's funny how mad he got out of his comments because it was like, yeah, like I think you're like over projecting because he's like White Chicks was a great movie.
Oh yeah,
it doesn't matter that I wore a dress and it's like all this stuff, but it's like they wore like a dress like when it was like pure comedy, and it's like the other times wherever those dudes dressed like chicks, like it wasn't. It was like they were playing it off as comedy, but it was like more sus comedy than real comedy. Where White Chicks, you could tell like that's like a real like comedy.
But didn't they produce White Chicks? Then like I think because
they made it.
Wayans,
so, like
the Wayans brothers, they had a whole production.
Movies.
They make their own movies. So I mean, you can make movies in the dress
producers.
because you produce all your movies.
Yeah.
So I mean, it really doesn't.
They weren't forced into it. It's different when you choose to do it versus when they're like, hey, like with Kevin Hart, we have this role where you wear a dress and then Shaq's like a fake cop and he humps you in the car. Does that sound like fun?
Exactly. So I mean,
Did you get humped by Shaq for $100K? Like for fun, like not for real.
I mean, I
like
think,
for a skit.
Let's see.
Like where Shaq's like,
I've done
putting
worse.
you on the hood. You've done worse.
I've done worse for a cheeseburger. So yeah, I do it.
Oh my Lord.
I mean, sometimes I was on my Ruby Rose vibe.
You're gonna get a call from TD Jakes.
Pause, nah.
And Chris Stokes.
Definitely don't want that phone call. But I mean,
they're gonna be like,
"Damn, son, where'd you find this?"
That's disturbing. But the crazy part is, like, even though this happened to Marcus Houston allegedly, and Omarion knows something. Why? I'm still wondering, like, why won't they call this out? Is it because like they done lied about it for so long that if you come out with it and say, "Oh yeah, it was a lie"?
I think they were kind of selective. It seems like they were selective on who they tortured and who they didn't. Seems like they kind of chose people that were maybe, I guess you could say, weak mentally, or ones that they thought were weak mentally, that they could kind of abuse and pass
around,
do in the shadows. And didn't it say that one dude that was a singer that had like the big birthmark on his face?
Yeah.
That he got traumatized and he actually told someone, and then they took away all of his opportunities.
Yeah.
And sent him home.
Because so basically what's going on, he was signed with him too. That Quentin Trevor person, he was signed to Chris Stokes and them too, and it turns out that he ended up telling like not Latoya Luckett, Janae Aiko's sisters, because Janae Aiko has a big family, and Janae Aiko is real close with Omarion and Marcus Houston, because Omarion's brother used to go with I think he used to go with one of Janae Aiko's sisters. They have a kid together, so it's like a long history. They real close. So they close together. He told them what happened. She told the other sister. The other two sisters told Chris Stokes. And, they all work together. They all family. So they all like pushed him to the side because he ain't family. So it's just crazy in Hollywood how everybody's just out to get you. Nobody's out here to make sure that you don't get any harm done to you.
No,
especially when
they're
you're a kid.
trying
Like,
to do the harm.
Yeah, you hear
They're
that.
trying to take advantage of you.
Do you hear that? You hear the story about the Disney Channel kids. They getting taken advantage of. It's like,
oh yeah, they've always been traumatized.
Exactly. They over here. Then on top of that, they over there trying to connect this with R. Kelly.
Out the way she did.
Facts. But enough about this. This is giving me the heaps, man. Comment below. Let me know how you feel about this. And moving on, man.
My co-host's favorite man. The man in the middle.
Let's take America. Let's take America back. That's what he said. That's the new slogan. It's no longer make America great again. 2024 is Donald Trump year. I'm not even hyped for elections, but I just want to see Donald Trump win just because.
You want to see him troll.
I just want to see him troll.
Yeah, they said that he could possibly, if he ends up winning the presidency and gets back in office, he could identify as a woman.
Oh, boy.
So he could be the first woman president. And crap on all the women haters.
Oh,
but
Hillary Clinton.
Yeah, but apparently a lot of people thought that Trump, with all his indictments and charges and this and that and conspiracies and lies about Russia that got proved wrong and all kinds of stuff, that they were saying that that he wouldn't have a chance. But it looks like in these in these like kind of first things that he's been killing it.
Yeah.
And actually, he's been killing it so much that people have been dropping out. His main competition, Florida Governor Ron DeSantis, drops out of the 2024 presidential race. So it's like with him down, like who's really going to oppose him? And let's take us off screen here. Was it Vivek Ramsaway drops out of the presidential race, and then Senator Tim Scott endorses Donald Trump, saying we need Trump. So it's crazy how the tides have turned.
Yep.
It's like
all you got is that Nikki lady.
Yeah, and she got her butt kicked in everything that we saw. So what is this? We got a clip here.
We got a clip here. Donald Trump.
If they would have played straight, I'd now be getting ready to leave government, and now they've got me for 4 more years. He said I'll be getting ready to leave, but I might be coming in for 4 years. So let's see what he's got to say.
But if they would have played straight, just think of it. I'd now be getting ready to leave government. And now they've got me for 4 more years. Look what they've done to them. I just thought of that. So you all can come.
I think what's the main difference now is that with everyone being so censored and so scared, and even on YouTube here, unfortunately, we're kind of censored sometimes on certain topics. There's certain topics that they 100% do not allow us to talk about, and if they do, either our video gets way throttled down or it just gets completely blocked, or it has some giant disclaimer on it. So a lot of people hate that everywhere you go there's a censorship and woke stuff and this and that, when everyone knows that people are just playing this fake game and that everyone truly hates each other just like they did back in the olden days. And I think what's refreshing here is that no matter all the things that he's done, Trump's a straight shooter. If he hates something, he's going to say that he hates him.
True.
And he's not going to play that game where he says I like you out in public, but then he's trying to get him in the dark. He'll say I hate this person and I hope they lose.
True, and everybody likes that.
People respect that, and they feel that we lost respect as a nation. That Biden is a weekend at Bernie's pushover, and that none of these countries respect us. That's why there's all these mini wars going on, and now we're having to provide all this aid. Where when Trump was in office, Putin was in check. When Trump was in office, he was the first president to go into North Korea. The economy was booming. And I voted for both sides. I'm not someone that sticks to one side or the other. I usually stick on who helps the economy the most and who do I think is going to do the best job.
Mhm.
I voted on both sides, but it seems clear as day with Biden's track record that he is not a good choice. And, might disagree with some of the things that Trump says, but, the economy was killing it and the world was a safer place. So if you're against that, and then I guess you're just, you haven't done, your research, or you're just holding on to who knows what, or listening to some echo chambers. But if you truly check the unbiased facts, the answer is clear as day.
True. And I mean, the crazy part is he has 4 federal indictments, 91 counts, and nobody cares. Nobody cares that we may have the first convicted felon as a president.
I mean, I think, he gets a little street cred because, they tell you can't say anything this morning, and growing up, if your friend was dumb, you call him retarded. Like, fool, stop being retarded. And it was nothing. It was funny. It was hilarious. You're not making fun of anyone with special needs.
True.
Stop being so sensitive. But, and people are like, now, oh, you can't say that. Oh, that's a terrible word. It should never be uttered. He's going to say it. And he makes people feel at home. Americans, we used to have some balls. And it's time for America to have some balls and let all these other countries know that they are beneath us and will always be beneath us, and that they need a way of praise, or what we will turn them all into wastelands. So that's the type of respect that Americans used to have. Do you really want to talk bad about us when we can turn your entire country into glass? And it seems like we don't have that respect anymore. And it seems like America needs to stop, being so scared and turn into the bully that we grew up to be. We came from England. We were England's undesirables. And then England trying to put them to rules. And then we had to uppercut the UK back to their island for them to never come back again. And then they tried to come back again. And then we uppercutted them right back to their island and told them, you better be nice to us because you're going to need us to save your rear end in a couple wars. And they did need us to save them, because if it wasn't for us, it's like, when someone has like a sibling and it's like the younger sibling is way more athletic and taller and more handsome.
Yeah.
And the older sibling didn't get any of the good genes. I had a friend like that. It was hilarious. We used to make fun of him. He was the older brother, but he was short and ugly. And then he had a younger brother that was like tall, handsome, and athletic. And you're like, did your parents save all the nutrients for you, for your brother? And I feel like that's what happened with America. They saved all the nutrients for America, and then we showed England who's the place. I mean, we just need to just remember who we are, and everyone needs to follow our lead. You can talk crap about America, but we still are by far better than any other country in the world. We have people literally dying trying to be here.
Facts.
And we treat it like it's a terrible country, like a country where soccer is the main sport. Soccer is not the main sport here. We're not that, come on. We're America. We like football. We like baseball. We like basketball. Soccer is for kids that don't play real sports. Let's just be honest. We're American. Let's act like we're American.
I can't wait to drop this one. This is amazing. Nah, but I really can't top that. I really can't top what you said. I mean, we gonna see what's going on right now. They're in the primary. I mean, they just wrapped up Iowa. Trump won that by a landslide. He lost it last time he ran by a lot, but now it's crazy how it just a whole flip. They're saying now that the younger generation, they're not gonna vote for Sleepy Joe Biden, and they're not gonna vote for Trump. But you already know what they say.
Vote for me. I'm getting to the age where I want to be old enough soon. You want to see some stuff happen? I'll make some stuff happen.
My God. Whatever. Like they're saying before, a vote for nobody is a vote for Trump. So, I mean, go out there, make a difference. We're going to keep y'all posted on this preliminary. Right now, they're going to New Hampshire. That's ending tomorrow.
I just want someone in the office that's going to have a pulse that could get their their heart rate actually be read on an Apple Watch. That's all I want. I want a president that I don't believe can be punch assassinated. Most of the time it takes a shot to take out a president. I feel like Biden could be punch assassinated, and that's a no-go for someone that's the leader of the free world.
Yeah, they're saying he's not the same as he used to be. He's the same. He doesn't have that same
Never
fire.
was.
I mean, they said before, back in the day, he was something.
It looks like he needs a hit with whatever his son is smoking to get some energy.
Oh, Lord. Speaking of energy, you got enough about this topic. Mr. Proud to be an American.
Hey, we just gotta go back to remembering we're better than everyone else. How is that so hard?
There's really nothing hard about that.
And it's like what's wrong with that's the one thing I hate with this participation generation.
Mhm.
If you don't have the confidence to think that you're better than everyone, you will never be number one. Because you have to put that belief in yourself and will yourself to victory. And if you don't have that belief in yourself, you're gonna lose.
Facts.
So if you tiptoe, you're gonna be like France, where you lose every war and have to have other countries save you. Because remember, France, if it wasn't for us, you would be speaking German. But speaking of losers from across the pond,
Man,
we got her royal loser, Princess of Wales,
Kate Middleton. Kate Middleton's in the Kate Middleton allegedly, well, not allegedly, she is in the hospital right now for with this abdominal surgery that she just had. But it's crazy because a lot of people are poking holes into it. They're saying that it's strange how she's going into the hospital along with King Charles III. He's going into the hospital also with his enlarged prostate. And also, they're saying with this generation now that they don't believe in the monarchy anymore. They're saying a lot of people in this generation nowadays say they're ready to do away with it.
Because monarchy is really a beautiful name to put on a dictatorship.
Mm-hmm.
At the end of the day, and these, the United States and a lot of the things we're trying to do is put end to dictatorships all over the world and communism. And when it comes to this is like, I feel like that's kind of what the monarchy is, just with the fancy name on it.
True.
That it's a family, that they have no qualifications to lead a country, that it's literally by blood.
Yeah, that doesn't make any sense. You shouldn't win just because you're by blood.
Yeah, so it's not a democratic process. I know they have Parliament,
Mm-hmm.
and Parliament plays a big part, and Parliament's gained a lot more power than they had back in the day, because it used to be whatever the monarchy decided was pretty much it. And the people couldn't really push back, but they have a little bit more of checks and balances. But
got a house now.
But a lot of people say, that they want this taken down, and they actually want the wealth of the monarchy dispersed, because, we want to talk about how America's so great, but we're pretty evil. But I think that England might take the cake of the
True.
evilness, because people forget that they used to say that the sun never set on the British Empire. That's because they literally owned land on every part of the globe. So at any time, the sun was always out on the British Empire. So, I mean, they even to this day, they have, parts all around the world that
Mm-hmm.
they still kind of like have like partial, I guess, like leadership over.
Uh-huh.
And then, they still kind of use, their money. And it's kind of crazy that, that they actually went and conquered people all around the world and then had them under their leadership. And it wasn't until years later where, like, because you really can't have, like, military bases all over the
True.
world in low numbers and expect to retain those lands. So eventually those people built up and got their own government and kind of, pushed them out, or kind of had a joint venture where they're still in charge a little bit. But England has a lot of weird history with that. So I definitely understand people's feelings. They're like, we're living in a modern world. Why are we still dealing with like
old school
something
rules.
that's like from like a Knight's Tale?
True.
From like Dungeons and Dragons type of leadership. So it is a little weird, but that's why we left. That's why we started our own country.
Got our own currency.
And, left England. They tried to tax us on tea, and then we taxed them in the face and sent them home.
Facts. And, I mean, people were worried. They're saying that she's supposed to be in the hospital for 10 to 14 days, which is strange. You really should be in the hospital for this type of injury for a lot less. And she's not going to be back until after Easter. I mean, so she won't be able to return back to her duties until after Easter. But people are saying, like, you really won't miss her because she wasn't doing anything anyways. I mean, previous people in her position used to be do a lot more stuff than her. And she's doing the bare minimum. So we're going to keep you posted on Kate Middleton and this whole situation. Hopefully she gets better soon.
Yeah, it just seems like there's a lot of untruths there when it comes to them, like, because it's supposed to be a minor procedure. She's injured for way longer than what that normally is. It's kind of a whole Tony Parker situation. Or no, it's not Tony Parker, Kawhi Leonard, when he was faking his injury. So it's like, is she just trying to get out of some stuff, or is she really having complications from the surgery? We're going to have to wait and see. And comment below, should they kick out the royal family and have a democracy?
Mm.
Or should America just step in and be like, you can't stop us. You either want to become America Junior or do you want democracy?
They might as well go with democracy.
Yeah.
But moving on here, we got the last, what's second to last topic of the day, man. We got UFC 297. Now, this was crazy. I mean, we had Strickland versus Duplessis. The main event fight, Duplessis, that main event fight.
I forgot to say his name. Sorry, go ahead.
I mean, yeah, but so, I mean, watching this, it was a lot of good fights, but the main event fight, I would have to say, it was kind of a letdown. I wanted to see more action, but it was blood. It was blood. But, I mean, because what's the name? Strickland got cut in the eye, and other dude's eye was closed shut. But I think we got a video here. Play the video. I think we got a aftermath. Oh, no, go back. I guess I didn't add the video. I thought I added the video. It was supposed to be a video of Duplessis drinking a beer after winning the fight. But
I mean, I honestly was very disappointed with this. You know, I thought if you're gonna beat the champ, you gotta truly beat him.
True.
And if it's a split decision, I thought a split decision should always go to the champion at hand, and it didn't. And they saying that the difference was the takedowns, but. That's the thing that I hate with UFC is like it kind of has like a wrestling type of element where they give him points for takedowns, but it's like if he takes down and the dude gets out of it immediately, does he get points for getting out of the takedown?
Nope.
And it's like no, and it's like I'm like to me then that's unfair.
True.
I think you should get points for taking someone down, points for keeping them on the ground, but also if they get out of it, they should also get points. So it kind of nullifies it. Because I mean. That's the one part I hate UFC. Like stand up and fight. I almost wish that they would take wrestling out of it.
Yeah, it'd be a whole bunch of hugging. That's the part I don't like. And then with this whole situation, with this whole fight, it wasn't really a lot of. I mean, it was a lot of. I mean, they was hitting each other haymakers to the face and to the eye. Because I mean, it looks like none of them believed in blocking. But I mean. It could have been a lot. I was waiting for a knockout. I guess I was just tired. I was just waiting for a knockout because you see all the other fights
some of
had knockouts in it.
All the other fights though, but they didn't. Some of the other fights because we were watching them early, and we're not gonna lie, we're not like super you-at-all UFC fans. We're kind of newbies, casuals, I guess you could say. We try to check out all the big fights, and we're learning more and more as we go. But a lot of these fights didn't really seem that great. They had I would say probably the girl fight.
That was a good one.
Was the best. I'm sorry if I forget their names, but the girl fights, man. Every time I've been watching like the last 4 or 5 super big UFC fights, the pay-per-view ones, like the girl fights are some of the best. Put in the comments below if you agree that the UFC women are holding it down and giving us great content. But I would give this overall pay-per-view
8.5.
I'd give it like a B minus.
Yeah.
B minus overall pay-per-view rating.
I give it a B minus. I pay to see Strickland do a rematch for the title belt back. I mean he deserves it. It was a good fight.
Yeah, and I mean especially with a split decision against the champ, he has to get a rematch.
Yeah, because you
better be in the contract.
Because even Dana White says the fight shouldn't have went that way. I mean like you have to beat the champion unanimous decision or less like you don't count.
Yeah, and if the person that owns the league and runs the league is like the commissioner. Says that his personal opinion is the fight went other way, I'm pretty sure he'll make another fight happen because he didn't even agree with the officiating or refs, I guess you could say it that one.
True. And I need y'all to comment below. Let us know who do you think the next fight should be for Duplessis. Should it be a rematch against Strickland or should it be a new person he should go against?
He wants to go against Izzy.
Izzy?
Yeah, so we'll see. I think he's got to do the rematch first, and I think Izzy stepped away from fighting for a while, so it'll probably give him time to do the rematch.
We'll keep y'all posted on that, but moving on here, man, we got to say R.I.P., give our condolences to Adam Harrison, son of Pawn Stars, Inc. Iconic Rick Harrison died at 39.
Yeah, this guy, it actually shocked me because I thought he was the son that was on the show. And I think, I'm sorry, I forget off the name, but his name isn't Adam. His name is something else. This was the son that was actually not on the show. He looks so...
Rick?
Was it Rick?
Yeah, Rick.
Oh, no, Rick...
This is Rick.
Yeah. No, I'm not talking about the dad. I'm talking about the brother.
Oh, the other one?
I'm saying the brother that's actually on the show looks so similar to this brother that wasn't, that passed, that I thought that they were like possibly even twins, because they look super similar.
Let me see. Corey?
Yeah, I guess that's...
See where that one?
Yeah, Corey. I thought this was Corey. I was like, oh, man, not Chum Lee's best friend.
Mm-hmm.
And then I thought Chum Lee was a brother, too, and I didn't realize that he was just a friend of Corey's.
Oh,
he was
yeah.
Corey's best friend.
I thought they were our brothers. And then which one passed? Was Richardson the one that passed away?
Adam is the one that passed away. And he looks just like Corey.
Uh-huh.
See, they look like the same person, so I thought Corey passed away, but this guy's not on the show.
Okay.
So if you're thinking that it's Corey that was on the show, it's not him. Corey and Chumley are fine, and the dad is still fine. The grandpa passed away, I think, like 4 or 5 years ago, but this is the one son that wasn't on the show. So R.I.P. to him. Prayers to the Pawn Stars family. I actually do like checking out their shows from time to time over the years. They always get some cool stuff in there. If you're into history and sports, random stuff, Pokemon, whatever, they get it all in on Pawn Stars in Las Vegas. So,
hey, when you went to Las Vegas, did you go there? Did you see it?
I mean, I could have, but I've been to Vegas twice, probably in like the past 6 years, but I never made that
a trip.
A stop.
We gotta do that next time.
I went to the Wax Museum in Vegas. Was pretty good. You know, it was funny. I went and it was like shortly after the
Nicki Minaj
Anaconda, and they had the Anaconda wax figure. It hadn't been out that long, and I got to see it. And they sculpted it right.
Was it tight?
This is an American Pie.
Speaking of American Pie, man, we got that TFTC music mix number 4. We got that RT, that Diddy Osama Walk 'Em Down. Diddy Osama's out of jail. He's got an interview with DJ Akademiks. He trying to make his way back out. He just got free. We know if y'all want to stay up to date with the hottest music, make sure y'all check out TFTC Music Mix 1, 2, 3, and 4. This one's gonna be changing over to 5 once we drop 15 more videos, 14 more videos.
Yeah. We'll let this one go to 300, and then we'll bump it up to Music Mix number 5. Man, we got y'all plenty of fire music there, so make sure you check that out. But New Music Monday, we're gonna check it out. We record this on Mondays. We don't have a New Music Tuesday sign, and I refuse to make one. but check out Goku here, riding the Magic Dragon, and let us know what new music that you're hyped about that just came out. Here we got a list. We got what Lil Tecca had, Deluxe, whoever Umi is, Currency
dropped.
I don't know any of these.
Eldorado Red.
Eldorado Red's still alive?
Yeah, he got out of jail.
I thought they got you.
Nah, he got out of jail. He beat that charge. But yeah,
Lil Dicky. A lot of people are on Lil Dicky's Dicky.
Yeah, that's the soundtrack to his new TV
Fredo
show.
Bang.
And that new Fredo Bangs, man. But you already know, man.
Had a new single.
Do you got my pick yet? Oh yeah, you got my pick up. You already know, man. My pick of the week is Fredo Bangs, man. You know this tape is pretty decent. He got that Sideways with NLE Chopper, that's fire. He had a song with Rod for Night. Oh, basically all his feature songs on here is fire. I say out of all the tracks on here, I like at least like 5 or 6. This is decent. I mean, I probably wouldn't go out and play it again, but he was.
You heard? I heard you play the other day. It was all right. It didn't sound like it was like anything that like he went crazy for. But let us know. I typically like Fredo Banks stuff, but remember,
I'm sad.
When you say Fredo, know you're talking about Fredo Santana. Fredo Santana is the OG Fredo. Any other, if you say Fredo and they're like, oh, Fredo Bang, you disrespected Fredo Santana, and don't make him come and make it a scary sight. He'll scare you from the afterlife.
And that's on site.
R.I.P. Fredo. We miss Fredo Santana. Wish we had more music. Chief Keef, I know you have a whole mixtape with your cousin saved up that you never released. Why can't we ever? It was supposed to be Turbo Bandana, him and Chief Keef collab mixtape, and they never ever dropped it. We need that music. But I'm going to give you into my music.
What you got?
Speaking of Chief Keef, we go into a classic throwback. We got when Chief Keef
Big Gucci Sosa
had signed to Gucci Man for a little bit. They released a collab mixtape under 1017. Big Gucci Sosa with Chief Keef and Gucci Man. Has a handful of really good songs on there. Semi on them.
Semi's fire.
It's my favorite song from that tape. I used to listen to it back in the day. We were cruising in the car, and I saw it randomly and played it. So it's something I hadn't listened to in a minute. And I thought it's a classic tape. I don't even know it is on Apple Music, so you can find it on Apple Music. So
and
it's there.
Spotify.
So I guess it's probably everywhere then, but it's definitely also on YouTube. So check out Big Gucci Sosa if you want a Chief Keef and Gucci Man classic. But let's go ahead and wrap up this episode. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. If you watched this far and you haven't commented, then shame on you. You need to comment anything below about any topic, or just comment the thumbs up that you like the show if you watched it to the end. Follow me on Twitter at Papa OBlock so you can follow my co-host. Also, Felix Supreme 305. I'm basically a retweet machine for my co-host because I barely tweet. So check out.
You retweet my stuff?
All the time.
Oh, God.
No, for like the show, not your random stuff.
Oh.
So check us out on Twitter there if you want to, or X, I guess you could say. We're never changing that either. And then here's the QR codes. Let me get out of the way. There's a QR code for TikTok. Well, we just had a viral TikTok the other day. What, it got like 40K views or
40K.
something? Shout out for our TikTok fans. Follow us there if you're a TikToker. Also, we got Crib Reactions. You know, that's our big Cojones channel. Get us to 8K, 9K, 10K subs. There is our Instagram, Tales from the Crib 2.0. Now, just so you know, my co-host mainly runs this when you're talking about posting the stories. So if you see any type of naughty stories, it is Jesse J that is posting the naughty stories. I am not doing that. So please do not come to me with your complaints. Please send your complaints to Felix Supreme 305. But
stop paying on my posts.
That's the end of the show. We got the light tunnel. Let me go ahead and bring some music back. And we will see you next week. Thanks for tuning in. Chico Grande, Chico 2 Shooter McGavin, baby. With Felix Supreme 305, a.k.a. Jesse J. I forgot what Jado called you. I think he called you, I don't want to butcher it, but it's hilarious. Check us out on all our channels. We'll see you next week.
Doom shot, motherfucker.
And there you have it, episode 140, man. Coming to you live, coming to you strong, coming to you with the mess.
The Cowboys still suck.
Cowboys still suck.
Taylor Swift, we hate you.
Exactly, man. Baltimore Ravens going all the way, man. Make sure
Lamar Jackson, I hate your face.
Make sure you check out tomorrow's, the next week's episode. Not next week.
Oh, we're gonna record the NFL show tomorrow with Seth Real Good _ so we can look at that. We'll have another playoff video coverage and breakdown. We'll be recording that tomorrow. We'll probably be out Wednesday, Thursday. So be on the lookout for that. Yeah, check out all of our channels, man. We're not gonna talk your ear off. We'll see you later.
Ooh, 140 minutes. It's a lot of talking.